Hi, my name is Eva. Before the video starts, I'd like to briefly explain the motivation behind this project. This topic was inspired by a question from our first class: do we have different personality when we speak different languages? We also discussed high context and low context communication, which made me curious about how culture affects the way people communicate. Therefore, my project explored the question: how do different cultural backgrounds influence the way people verbally communicate in daily situations when using English as a second language? To answer this question, I interviewed friends from different countries and asked them to respond to several everyday scenarios in English.
Hello everyone, I'm Tan AP and I'm 19 years old from Japan.
Hello, my name is Sam. I'm from the Netherlands. I'm 21 years old. I'm currently a second year student at Leiden University studying Chinese studies.
Hello, I'm Kevin. I'm from Taiwan and I'm 19.
You are traveling in the UK. You are waiting in line to enter a museum. Suddenly, a stranger cuts in front of you.
I think I don't say anything. I just complain with my friends like they cut us.
I think I would tap him on the shoulder and say, there's a line.
Hey, excuse me, did you just cut in the line?
Your friend is choosing an outfit for their first date and asks for your honest opinion, but you think the outfit is not flattering.
Hey, you can have better choices.
Just be honest and say, I don't think it looks that good. I would try something else. And if they do ask, oh, why? It looks a bit fat.
Overall, I think it suits you, but the part on the shoulder, maybe you'll find a better choice.
You are working on a group project at university. During the discussion, one group member suggests an idea that you strongly disagree with, but the rest of the group seems to agree.
I would say your guys' idea is probably good, but I prefer
No, that's like a really stupid idea, and you're making a mistake if you go down that road. It's really, really dumb.
Excuse me, I have some points that I don't see that really make sense. Maybe allow me to explain my perspective first.
You order a dish at a restaurant. After the meal, the waiter asks how it was, but you think it was too salty and tasted a bit strange.
Yes, your recommendation is good. It's very delicious, but for me, it's a bit too salty. いや、美味しかったっすけど、なんていうんですかね、ちょっと塩気濃かったっていうか、もうちょっと薄味の方が好きかもしれないですね。
Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I was prima.
I'm sorry, I think this dish is a bit salty, so please tell the chef to maybe to make it blender. 不好意思，我觉得这菜有点咸淡，可以请那个就是下次再帮我多注意一下。
You are on a bus and notice an attractive person sitting next to you. If you do not talk to them now, you may never see them again.
Oh, is your shoes is limit sales? After some conversation, maybe I will ask, how about we change the Instagram? すみませんね、お姉さん結構僕のタイプなんですけど、インスタとかよかったら交換しません？
And I want to say real quick, I think you're really beautiful. If you don't mind, I would like to get your number.
Hallo, niet om raar te doen, maar ik zag je daar zitten en ik vond het echt heel erg mooi. Dus als je niet erg zou vinden, zou ik jouw nummer mogen.
Excuse me, miss. I'm not trying to be rude, but I think you're kind of charming. So can I get your number? 不好意思，那个我觉得你很有气质，可以跟你要你的 IG 吗？
Yes, because for me, Japanese is more polite and not directly. We often care about how they will feel.
Because where I grew up, the people around me, I think replying a bit more directly what you actually believe instead of sort of, oh, I say this, but I don't want to come over as. I think saying what's on your mind is like a bit more common, right?
I think I will agree more often when I use English because it's kind of a stress when I use other language to express my own idea.
I think in the questions where I had to answer both in Dutch and in English, for example, my answers in Dutch were always a bit more concise, a bit shorter, more sober.
Notice that when talking in Mandarin, I tend to be more polite and tactful. And however, in using English, I became a bit more direct.
It's not my real personality. It's more like close a door.
I don't think my personality or my way of communication changes. I don't think I would say something in English that I wouldn't want to say in Dutch, or it wouldn't change sort of my opinion on something.
Personality cannot easily be shifted by the different languages we use.
I think it's more by language because English is not my first language, so it's hard to express all of my thought or feeling.
I think it's really hard to say because, of course, if you're influenced by the language, culture influences the language. Regardless, you're influenced by the culture, since the culture influences the language, which influences you. So I think it's really hard to say which matters more, as both are like the sum of its parts.
I think unless you reach some certain level of proficiency, I think before that, language matters the most.
My foundation of idea or thoughts or feeling is made by my Japanese culture. In English or Chinese, I cannot express all of these things. Because in Japan, myself is more like an extrovert person, but in Chinese or English, I think I will be more like an introvert person, so personality is not important.
I think probably the most influential thing is still just your personality, who you are, as that decides what you want to say. And then, of course, your personality is to some degree also influenced by your cultural background. I don't believe that we are fully shaped by our cultural background, so it has an effect on our personality, but it's absolutely not the sole reason why we are who we are and believe what we believe, just part. And then English as a second language, to me, is the least influential, but I think this one really sort of different, because if your level of English is very different from your mother tongue, it becomes really hard to express what you want to say.
Because I think the way I behave here or the way I talk are all based on my personalities. The reason why I want to put my cultural background in the second place is because that's what I learned from others. And at least it must be English as a second language.
How would you rank these factors?
In conclusion, cultural background and language do affect how we communicate, but there's no single answer that applies to everyone. Even two people from the same country who speak the same language may communicate in very different ways. One interesting finding from my interview was that Sam said people in the Netherlands are often taught to be rational. However, he personally believes that life is short and people should do whatever they want instead of worrying too much about what others think. This shows that culture can influence people, but individual personality also plays an important role. Therefore, culture matters, but we should always remember that everyone is unique. Bye bye.